Hi everybody, Peter Abbott, the British Consul General to New England here. Welcome to the February edition of my video blog for the British American Business Council of New England newsletter. I hope you find it useful. We've had a very busy January and a lot of activity focused around Burns Night, which is the night every year that we celebrate Scotland's national bard. Of course, there is lots of haggis and whiskey and dancing. But this year we want to do something a little bit different. So we really focused on using it as a hook to promote Scottish business and investment into Scotland, and I think it worked really, really well. We also were trying to promote Burns Night to a whole new younger generation, which we achieved with a fantastic ceilidh at the Crystal Ballroom in Somerville. Thank you to everybody in Babachny who helped contribute to this, and all of our partners elsewhere in Boston and New England. It was a huge effort, but I think it was a fantastic product and something which we look forward to continuing in future years. From Scotland to Northern Ireland, earlier this week I hosted a wonderful reception for a women-led business incubator called Awaken Hub, which is working to promote women entrepreneurs and women business leaders from across the island of Ireland. It's headquartered in Belfast but represents all Irish women, and they came over to Boston with a small delegation of businesses, and we had a fantastic reception with Joe Kennedy III, Special Envoy to Northern Ireland, on Monday evening. It really, really was terrific and incredibly inspiring. We also had two dames visit Boston in January. First was Dame Sally Davis, who is the UK government's Special Envoy on antimicrobial resistance. She was here for a series of roundtables. And if you follow our social media accounts, you will see my interview with her under 2-Minute Tea Diplomacy, which sets out why tackling antimicrobial resistance is so important. Our second Dame of the month was Dame Angela McLean, who is the UK government's Chief Scientific Advisor, and she was here primarily to look at biotechnology and biothreats as well. It was also a pretty political month for us, as January was the New Hampshire primary, and so myself and a team from the consulate and from our embassy in Washington were up in New Hampshire attending a number of the rallies, particularly on the Republican side, Trump and Haley campaigns, but also checking in on Dean Richards and some of the other smaller Democratic campaigns too. Looking ahead to February, we've got a lot of really exciting things coming up. We've got a delegation led by Queen's University Belfast coming to Boston to look at cancer therapeutics and how you invest in building a life sciences ecosystem. We've got the CEO of Cambridge Enterprise, which is a Cambridge University tech transfer office. That's exciting too. And then continuing the university theme, we've got several events with MIT, including next week, where I'm going to see some of their students who have been studying in the UK. We've then got an event in a couple of weeks' time on nuclear fusion, and also we are taking part in the annual MIT career fair. We've been doing some work on artificial intelligence in the legal profession. That's been led by Kirsten, and she's done a fantastic job bringing in Sir Robert Buckland, a former UK Justice Secretary who is studying at Harvard University and has done a series of events with Greenberg Traurig, the legal company. That's been very interesting. We also have a couple of high-profile visits. David Rutley, the UK Minister for the Americas, will be here from the 20th to the 21st of February. The Lord Mayor of the City of London, 26th to the 28th of February, primarily a financial services focused visit, but he is also interested in artificial intelligence. And as you might expect, we'll also be going down to Hartford, Connecticut to do some work with the insurance industry down there. Finally, at the very end of February, I'll be leading the consulate team down to Connecticut for one of our final pop-up consulates and doing a whole range of meetings there, the centrepiece of which will be a St. David's Day reception to celebrate all things Welsh and particularly the connections between Wales and Connecticut. I hope to see some of you, all of you, many of you at some point throughout the month of February, and I look forward to checking back in when we get to March.